Sports news must be real slow right now because somehow a conversation last week turned into boy gossip, boy gossip, y'all, about a Grammy Award-winning artist from the 90s. And that artist just happens to be Brandy. This is Hello, DeAndrea. Let's get into it. So this story all starts right here.
Happened with Brandy and everything. Let's just do it.
Listen,
let's do it. Who's dealing with Brandy?
Okay, let me switch my glass.
You know what happened?
We going.
You was dating Brandy at one time, or y'all was just, how'd it go?
Now I want y'all to notice something. This is Mase's platform. He, Cam, and Stats. Hey girl. Started this show. It's not just some basic random show. Millions of people watch it every single day. But this is Mase's platform. He sits in that chair every day. And he could have easily said, next topic. Instead, he leaned all the way in and he said this.
I was special, you know? He came in and wanted to be special.
Sir. I was special. Mase. Really?
No lies told. He was Shaq.
Okay.
He was the champion. He was the MVP.
Right.
I was Kobe, no pun intended, because they said Kobe was a special friend of Brandy's as well.
Right.
Now this is where it stops being about storytelling and starts becoming name-dropping receipts. We're talking about men sitting on a platform with millions of listeners that's casually attaching a legendary artist's name to a list. Like she's a trophy case and not a person, not a co-artist, not a legend.
So I was so excited because this is my dream person.
Right. Talk about Brandy.
Brandy.
Right.
And listen, saying someone was your dream girl, it's human. But rewriting her timeline on a podcast with millions of listeners, that's different. And let me tell you why it's different. Because now you're not just sharing your memory. You're rewriting hers. You're putting words in her story that she never wrote. All they know is what they just heard from men on a sports podcast. Why y'all talking about Brandy? Men gossip? Why? Y'all know better. You guys absolutely took no consideration for what that does to a woman who has spent over 30 years protecting her legacy. And the millions of people listening, they now know your side of the story. They don't know hers. So again, I don't even understand why Brandy was even brought up amongst this men gossip outside of clout. But you guys, Cam, Mase, Stats, y'all show is way more respectable for doing anything for clout. I'll be the first to defend y'all on that. So let's keep it moving. Now enters Ray J.
Cameron looking like he fresh off a stroke. All three of y'all is like the Three Stooges, and y'all looking real attractive. I will not tolerate it. Talk about my sister. Let me look up moms and sisters. Y'all already walking around with white drawers on. We see the doodle streaks. Y'all keep my sister's name out y'all mouth.
Now listen, this is exactly what protective brothers do, excluding the extremeness of it all, because Ray J with his rants, he's always extra. He always says something that makes you go, Ray J, what's going on with you, bruh? But honestly, you gotta understand it, because if somebody was sitting on a platform with millions of listeners, putting words into my brother or sister's story, without their permission, I'm gonna have something to say too. But this is also exactly how the story continues to escalate. Because now it's not just a podcast clip circulating. Now it's threats. Now it's very loud. Now Ray J is looking very questionable in what he likes. And now it's everywhere. Now, to be fair, Ray J did come back later and he issued an apology. He said he was reacting emotionally in that moment. That's his sister, period. But this is where it gets very childish. Because out of everything that Shyne could have done in that moment, he went to Instagram and reposted Ray J's song, I Hit It First. That's not him promoting whatever project he got going on. That is a man full of ego. That is a man full of drama, plain and simple. And it was absolutely not necessary, to be honest. But you heard Ray J and you wanted to clap back. A man clapping back. And it just escalated the situation. And so finally, Brandy stepped in. This is how you correct the message without even raising your voice. This is how you show class when everything around you is classless. She said unequivocally that we did not date. She pointed directly to her memoir and said, and this is exactly why I'm telling my own story. And she also told Ray J directly, I love you, but I did not ask you to do that, and I do not condone it. She said what she said. It was clean, it was direct, and that's not damage control, it's power. But after Brandy's statement, Shyne wasn't done.
I never lied to Oprah. She lied to Oprah about being married and had to go on Oprah and apologize because she said she did that to protect her image. So,
do you think she just doesn't want to be associated with you?
I don't know. I can't get in her mind. I'm just saying that she has lied to the public before to protect her image, and maybe the fact that she was seeing both Mase and I at the same time, she feels it's not good for her
So
image.
we gotta just put it out there. You took it the wrong way at all.
Took what the wrong
The
way?
relationship.
No, she's lying. Everything that I said is 100% true.
Sir, she corrected you. He looks in that TMZ camera and he says, but I never lied to Oprah. She lied to Oprah about being married. And she had to go to Oprah to apologize because she said that to protect her image. Shyne took something that Brandy already owned publicly years ago, and now he's weaponizing it to discredit her. He did all of this because she had the audacity to say, that ain't true. What he did wasn't a man defending his truth. It was a man punishing a woman for correcting him. Why not just let the story die? Why is this such a part of your media run? Why? And I also need to point this out. Shyne served 9 years in prison. He has his own very public history, but nobody is bringing up his past, his credibility in this conversation. The double standard is extremely loud here. And just like nobody is questioning him from 9 years ago, I'll just leave it right there. While all of this is happening, while these men are on the internet going back and forth like it's 1998, talking about Brandy, Brandy is sitting on what is about to be one of the biggest weeks in her career. Her star is going to be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So kudos and congratulations to Brandy. And in addition, her memoir, Phases, is dropping this week, coming up March 31st. A book where she finally gets to say everything she has to say about her life. Nobody else's version, hers. And what does Shyne get for all of this?
I just don't understand why he keep talking about it. Right. Why is he saying that she lied on this and she lied on that? What is the problem? As a man. And you is so pressed and it's getting on my nerves because Brandy don't deserve this. Why she lied on this and she said this. You sound all honorable and all. It just look crazy to me coming from a man. Stop talking about it because it's making you look crazy.
We're not talking about his album that is being released. We're talking about Brandy. Out of this, Shyne received an ego that could not handle being corrected by a woman. In 2026, respectfully, sir. So let me know, do you think Brandy handled this the right way? And are you gonna pick up Phases when it comes out? Let me know in the comments. And I'll leave you with this. Some people will always tell your story before you get the chance to tell it yourself. Make sure when it's time that you tell it louder. I'll talk to you soon, or I'll see you later, whichever one is first.